Hola, 'tis I, Alycia. How are ya? Hope you're doing well, dandy, as good as it can get in 2023. What are we gonna look at today? Anne Heche's headstone. Have you seen this? I saw this and I'm like, I cannot believe what I'm looking at. I cannot. Look at this. This is Anne Celeste Heche's headstone. Do you see what I see with that image? We all know. If you don't, look up the whole one eye symbolism. Oh, it's so eyes wide shut. It's just, And I'm like, why is that on her headstone? Who wanted to put that on there? Like, oh my goodness. So that's what we're going to look into. This is a tarot reading for entertainment purposes only. So, not fact, my opinion, what I see in the cards, what my intuition gets, all that kind of stuff. And if you haven't yet, join me at AlyciaWicker.com. Come into the Moon Moth Manor. Get more videos. And let's see, Anne Heche. Let's get some energy cards on what's going on with her headstone. I don't know about that one. That's kind of a... And if you know of any other headstones, I'm down to look into it. I love cemeteries. Not that I can go visit them all, but you know what I'm saying. Anne Heche's headstone. Bruja's boots in confidence. Oh, no effing way. What are the odds? Oh, I got chills. Meh. Okay. Ashes to ashes, burn bridges, done over it. Casper, a friendly spirit and helping. And then another Bruja. Wisdom, because first we had the Bruja's boots, and now we have the Bruja. I'm curious what the next one is. Creativity. Okay. We'll keep you. This is the... We're talking about her headstone, essentially. It's in a wall, but... Oh my goodness. Burned bridges, that's kind of interesting too because of her car crash. Oh. But these ones here, we have the moon, secrets, creativity as it says, but usually I'm taking that as secrets. And we have the witch. Wisdom, confidence. Oh my goodness. It's like... Is this like they're signaling... Friendly spirit helping. I'm going to take that as a sign she's here to help us with this reading. But the headstone and ashes to ashes, all of that stuff. Oh my goodness, that's just... I'm taking it what I was going to say, but I forgot, got sidetracked. I'm wondering then for sure, is this like some way to, I don't know, say a final FU for all of eternity? What's the thing about it? So let's start with who picked this image to go on her headstone? Who picked that image to go on her headstone? That's just, was there pressure from the outside? Was it like, hey, she looks good in this picture? Or was it like, oh yeah, we can't get that picture on the headstone, so you're gonna have to use this one. Like, So I'm using, I got Vampires Tarot, or Tarot of the Vampires. Had to look at the box. I figured it's perfect for eyes wide shut stuff. Okay, Queen of Swords. I'm kind of already feeling now like you get what you get, you crossed us, you get what you get. We have Temperance. Oh no! Temperance. It's like there's a mixing together, like I don't know what this is called. If you do, tell me in the comments. Where it's like binding her spirit's energy with the El Diablo. Like there's something almost like she can't, her soul's not totally free to rest in peace. It's like getting a horrible tattoo that, you might want to cover it up and you still can't ever cover it up because they've put a mark on her. Ooh. Seven of Wands. I don't think that was her desire to have an image like that used, but who would know? Who would prepare? Like, I mean, some people do prepare, like they go and do their planning for their funerals and say, I want this to happen, this is my headstone I want, but then some people just don't do that. I don't think she was planning to leave so soon, obviously, but Eight of Pentacles. This is deliberate, intentional. Ten of Cups. Ooh, this is so not good. There's this idea coming through of essentially another ritual. Oh. And I don't know, that would be a whole nother video of trying to figure out what they do when someone passes. Like, I'm sure they're not just like, Eyes Wide Shut's not just going to show up and be all like coming to a funeral, being respectful and going home. I don't know, this feels like something else. Knight of Swords. This is for them to say we were right, you were wrong, very much like you get what you get. Take it, leave it, don't care. And this idea that you're going to forever be associated with it, and it will always make people question Anne. It's a whole sullying of who she was. Like, not to say like anyone's a saint. No one's a saint. But this is really to sully her and tap her energy in. So there's like some woman's behind this. That was our question. Some woman is behind this, and it's almost like she wants that to be done because it's from the higher ups, I guess we'll say, who decided, well, she crossed us. Now, for all of eternity, this is what's going to be going on. So let's see if we can get more info on like exactly like why, come on cards, why, what does that do? Like, it's almost like marking her forever, but what does that do for the Eyes Wide Shut gang? Her soul is theirs in part, I think. I don't know if it's in full. This is King of Pentacles. He's holding a vial of blood. You can see why I picked this deck. Multiple reasons. But this is kind of like your soul is ours. You will never be free of us. Okay, it's at the top of this. It's like the star energy, right? You wanted to be a star. You wanted to be one of us. You knew what that cost was, and you betrayed us. You were not out of your debt to us. So we're going to hold on to you in some part. Oh, there's that Temperance card again. There's some type of like they take like a portion of their soul. You know, like there's always that saying like, oh, you took a piece of my heart, or similar. Oh, it's horrible. Nine of Cups. Oh, God. Just, they're very satisfied with their work. There's the Lover's card right under the King of Pentacles. It's a binding of some sort. Oh, okay. This is... So then, what does that... I don't... Okay, let's see. What would Anne think about this? Because it's... I don't even know how this goes. I mean, I'm no theologian, obviously. At the end of the day, though, we have free will, but then you essentially, like, if you sold your soul to the devil, is that for all of eternity? Perhaps. Let's see what Anne thinks about this. Allegedly, my opinion. Entertainment purposes only. Tarot card reading. What I'm getting psychically. Fill in the blank. All right. Oh, you didn't want to go... I'm not even sure where you went. Oh, let's shuffle it again. I don't want it to be kookadooku here. There we go. Okay, so she's currently trying to make an attempt to continue to moving forward in her progress, her soul's progress, her spiritual journey. Okay. Past struggle, Star card again. No one rises to the highest ranks without doing a deal with the devil, and now I'm trying to rectify it and figure it out as I am moving forward on my spiritual journey. In the future, there's going to be some way for her to detach and decide in the future what type of relationship, like, does she want to, you know, go to God and say, screw you, El Diablo. That's an interesting thing. There's a concern here with her, we'll say her soul, her essence, moving forward, looking at, you know, her next time she's going to reincarnate. A concern of if she's as creative as she thought she was without having made that deal. Is her creativity enough to propel her forward as like this artistic soul? Oh. Emotional undercurrent is Page of Swords. The idea she's trying to figure out what's going on, what she needs to do to rectify this, to move forward, to see how she fits in the future. How can she express who she is as a person, her essence? Okay. There's this fear that she has about like never being fully satisfied. Because I think this is where I guess her identity is just like really tied into who she is creatively. Obsession with being Eight of Pentacles, obsession of being a master of her craft and being a creative person. If we look at that image again, let's see. Mother, actress, writer, director, creator, believer. I wonder what the believer's about. But we have this, all these creative endeavors, right? She's a creative person. There's this idea without her deal with El Diablo, can she be a creator and reach the highest levels in her next go around? Oh, okay, so desire, driving ambition. Right now we have the Hermit card. This is essentially taking this time to reflect, to understand, get her downloads from God, make her plans for the future, figure out how she wants to come back. And the main obstacle as the lover is like, who do you want to do the deal with? Like, who are you going to serve? You can't serve two masters. And so that's where she's trying to figure that out right now. Okay. So Friendly spirit. I think that's definitely her. Now, we got to ask, believer? Believer. Believer in what? Believer in what? What are they alluding to? She's a believer in what? Anne Heche is a believer. She's a believer in the monkeys? Hey, hey, I'm a believer. Is that how that song went? I don't know. Believer, believer. Live in love. Love is a vibration from God, not El Diablo, so it's almost like a... more I look at this, I'm getting... This is like a battle between good versus evil at her headstone. Then we also have the butterfly, where people selecting words and writing words for her are the people who love her. And then we have these other El Diablo things going on. But what is the believer about? Okay, it's Ace of Swords. We're sending a message. Okay, got it. Ten of Wands. What you believed is what got you here. And that was the burden. Oh my gosh. I got chills again. The Seven of Swords. It's like you cannot get away from us. Like the flames are going to burn you, singe you. You cannot get that high without our help. And now that you've been a part of our group, you've been somewhat connected to it in some fashion. And it's like that tattoo. You can't get rid of it. It's always there. It's always within you. It's a sunlight. Okay, so whoever's putting believer on there, whether that was like good intention... it's like this weird thing where, again, I don't know how it works. But it's this idea of like, sure, I think putting that on there is a good idea. Whoever that lady was who's helping put this together. Yeah, I think that's a good idea to put that on the headstone. Knowing that maybe the families could think like, oh, she always believed in her dreams. And then the Eyes Wide Shut gang's like, yeah, you had to believe and you're going to continue to believe in us. Wheel of Fortune. That's going to turn around though. I'm going to say she's going to, go to the good side and leave the little demons behind. Eight of Wands. And the Magician. There's if the intent was before, she's a believer in the dark side. The intent quickly, as she's over deciding what's happening with her soul on its next part of its journey, it is to go into the light. So that's good. Oh my goodness. Let's look up to last. I have to know. The butterfly. Now, let's see. Let's just see. I'm not for sure, so hold on a second here. Okay, because I'm not a butterfly expert. I was trying to see what does a... Hello, can we do this? No, too much. Let's take this off for a second. Okay, there's that butterfly. I don't think that's the same type of butterfly. That's not a monarch butterfly, I don't think. I don't know what that butterfly is. Now I'm going to have to do a search for butterflies. I can't. Hold on. Okay, apparently I can't figure out what the butterfly is, but butterfly symbolism on a headstone is about rebirth, resurrection, transformation. And then we know what if it was a monarch butterfly, I don't know what it is. It's not a moon moth. You can join me. But I don't know if it's some idea in between, but let's see what the intent was. Let's do it that way. What was the intent with that butterfly? Even if we can't or I can't figure it out. One of you guys is probably smarter than me. I have butterflies and you'll know. But what's the intent behind putting this butterfly on Anne Heche's stone? Chills again. Secrets, the moon. I mean, Six of Cups. At the top, Two of Swords. It's like a battle of good versus evil binding happening, like the headstone's almost like this starting point, touch point for this to happen, where you could say if the family's like, oh, I like the idea, the symbolism behind the butterfly. And then the other side, the dark side's like, oh, we like it too. Yeah, Ten of Cups. It's like both sides agree to it. There's an eyes wide shut person so involved in this. Some woman. Yeah. Because there's the Lover's card. And now I'm getting that card and I'm, Dad, this is like, so you're in partnership with us. They're thinking this is forever. Five of Swords. It's like, this is like some symbolism they're hoping to continue keeping her bound to the dark side. Making it like, it's almost like the mark of the beast in terms of like, we've marked you, you're ours. And it's very hard to get out of a deal you've made. Once you make the deal with El Diablo, you're in for eternity. That's so jacked up. I don't know, but I'm kind of interested now. I want to do like a headstone series. So if you know some weird celebrity headstones, let's look into it, you know, because I love cemeteries. I've told you guys the stories, but anyhow, thanks for watching. Join me in the Moon Moth Manor at AlyciaWicker.com and say a prayer for Anne, because this is weird. I don't like it. It's jacked up. And with that, I'll see you next time. Adios.